Hey guys, Bronco here, bringing you another video. I've counted down top 10 Sith, I've counted down top 10 Jedi. Today, we're going to count down the top 10 Star Wars bounty hunters. Number 10. Aura Singh. She may not look too good, but she is one of the most lethal bounty hunters in the galaxy. Right-hand woman to Cad Bane, and a pretty good bounty hunter on her own. She almost assassinated Padme Amidala, and helped Cad Bane break into the Jedi Temple, something that nobody else has ever been able to do. She was also one of the key bounty hunters in breaking into the Senate and forcing Palpatine to free certain prisoners from the Republic. She is deadly with a blaster rifle, but just as lethal with blaster pistols, and she does not take any crap from anybody. But of course, she's only number 10. Number 9. Asajj Ventress. A lot of you might be thinking she's a Sith. No. She was aligned with the Sith, with Dooku, and with Darth Sidious, but she was never actually a Sith. And when she was eventually ordered to be killed by Palpatine, she rebelled against the Sith and became a bounty hunter, a very skilled bounty hunter, because she was one of the few Force-sensitive bounty hunters. So she had the advantage of using a lightsaber and using a Force to other bounty hunters who used blasters and all this other stuff. So she had a huge advantage over all the other bounty hunters and was a great bounty hunter herself. But she's not better than the other 8 on this list. Number 8. Dengar. Dengar is one of the very few human bounty hunters in the Star Wars galaxy. You might recognize him from Star Wars Episode 5 and Empire Strikes Back. He is one of the bounty hunters that is assembled by Darth Vader to find the Millennium Falcon and capture Han Solo. I mean, we never saw him again in the trilogy because it wasn't that important to the trilogy, but he is a deadly precise bounty hunter, and he might be the best human bounty hunter. But once again, he's pretty low on the list for obvious reasons. But he did also make an appearance in the Clone Wars, which kind of expanded on his character. And, I mean, it was okay, but there wasn't much you could do for him. You just made him look a lot younger. Number 7. One of my personal favorites, Embo. Embo is a bounty hunter in the Clone Wars. Embo is protecting a certain village. He is hired by villagers to help protect the village from separatists. He is deadly lethal. Deadly lethal, is that a word? I don't know. But he is deadly with the bowcaster, a weapon mainly used by Wookiees, but he is precise with it. Also, just kind of like a character of Kung Lao from Mortal Kombat, he uses his hat as a weapon. He uses it as a slicer, and he throws it like a frisbee and knocks out opponents. It's great for disarming droids, and his bowcaster can kill just about anything. In the Clone Wars, he takes out about a dozen pirates with it in a few shots. And, you know, he has to be on this list. Granted, since he only appeared in the Clone Wars, he's only number 5. Number 6. A lot of you might be surprised that I put him this low on the list, but I honestly didn't like Jango Fett that much. I mean, he's great. I mean, he stood up to a Jedi Master in Obi-Wan Kenobi and held his own, and that's admirable. But at the end of the day, there's not much he did. Like, yeah, he was trying to kill Padme, which didn't work. And then he tried to kill Obi-Wan, which didn't work. And then he tried to help Count Dooku win the Battle of Geonosis, which didn't work. But Jango was still a great bounty hunter. He's accomplished a lot of things. I mean, if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't have the clones. The clones were cloned after him, and if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't have another bounty hunter we might see later on the list. Number 5. The giant lizard man, Bossk. Bossk is one of the most interesting and compelling bounty hunters in the Star Wars universe. He was one of the bounty hunters hired by Darth Vader to find the Millennium Falcon, but we never get expanded on him in the movies. However, in the Clone Wars and in the comic books and books themselves, we learn a lot about Bossk. Bossk is, I'm not going to say a tweener. He is definitely more bad than good, but Bossk has before aligned himself with the good side when it comes to payment. However, Bossk, I'm not sure what the aging process as a species is, but he's lived a long time, and he's been one of the greatest bounty hunters for as long as I can remember. Number 4. One of the only droids that's good at bounty hunting, IG-88. Once again, IG-88 was one of the bounty hunters assembled by Darth Vader to find the Millennium Falcon. Obviously, he was never expanded on there, but he was in the Clone Wars and other mediums. I don't think it was the Clone Wars, I don't know. But he was explored in other mediums, and he was deadly precise with his blaster rifles and pistols. For being a droid, most droids are known for being just cut easily by a lightsaber, being shot and taken out very easily. That's not IG-88. IG-88 gets the same heat, blaster shots, not a lightsaber swing, of course, but he could sustain a lot of damage. And he was much more sturdy and much more lethal than the battle droids we saw the Separatists using against the clones in the Clone Wars. Number 3. Everybody's favorite Rodian. It is Greedo. Greedo, the man most famous for being sent to capture Han Solo and then ending up getting fried, causing the big controversy who shot first when the special editions came out. But besides that little moment we get with him in episode 4, he is expanded on in the Clone Wars. He's kind of portrayed as a cowardly bounty hunter, but in books and stuff he's also shown as one of the best bounty hunters in the galaxy. And whether he shot first or not, Han shot first in my opinion. Greedo is still one of the best bounty hunters in the galaxy, and he definitely deserves to be number 3 just because of the way he looks. So that's that. Number 2. Cad Bane. Cad Bane is one of my favorite bounty hunters. He has a cool design, cool voice, cool attitude. He's not like other bounty hunters. Other bounty hunters would do anything to complete their missions, but Cad Bane wants to do it man to man. Cad Bane's not very sneaky. There's in one episode where an Obi-Wan Kenobi disguised as Rico Hardeen is about to be murdered, and then Cad Bane says, if you're going to murder him like a man. Another thing about Cad Bane, he is so confident in himself that he picked up a lightsaber and battled a Jedi Master when he had no formal training in the Jedi arts. You gotta be pretty badass to do that. Cad Bane has gotten in the Jedi Temple, the Senate, and everything in between, and he's just one of the best bounty hunters ever. Number 1. There was only one person to put in this spot. The best bounty hunter in the galaxy. The son of Jango Fett. The best Fett, Boba Fett. The man who literally went from watching his father dying to working for the biggest gangster in all of Tatooine. He captured Han Solo, froze him in carbonite, took him to Jabba, and decorated him on the wall. Not only did he do that, his armor was able to sustain blaster shots, thermal detonators, and would lessen the blow of a lightsaber. It wouldn't stop it, but it would lessen the blow. It's also, he had a ruthless aggression when it come to dictating his jobs. And it's also rumored, I'm not sure if it's canon anymore, that he escaped the Sarlacc pit, and he is alright. Anyway guys, that's my top 10 bounty hunters. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I will see all of you guys in the next one.